Hello and welcome to my video. This is my app. Up here we have a bunch of include files that we're including. Here we go. It's a character data read 26. This is a character array called data read and it's 26 characters. Down here we have get animal. This is a function which takes an integer called line number, and what it does is it reads a file. Well, it takes, first off, it takes this line number. Okay, it opens a file, takes that line number and uses it to determine which line to read from. So if the line number is 7, then it will read whatever data is on line 7 of the file. Right, and it does that by this loop right here. What it does is this holds a position, which is later on down here, but this right here, okay, reads the file character by character. Okay, so we'll get character by character here, and then if A, which is this here, the character by character thing, reaches a new line, then count, which is up here, count starts at 0, will go up 1. So each time there's a new line, boom, count goes up 1. Okay, and then once, now this right here, once count and line number equal the same, we're gonna get that position and break from this loop, and everything will break down. So we got here, right? We read the file character by character. Okay, and then if we get to a new line, count goes up. Oh, once line number and count equal the same, we're gonna stake the position, cancel everything, and cancel everything. And then down here we see we got F, set position. So this is the position thing up here where we hold it right here, F get position, we save that right here. And then down here we're using that position in the file, and this, the line below it, reads the data from that line and saves it to data read. And then we close up the file, and then we return the value. This here is the main function. This right here, struct password. Password is a created structure, which is, if we come over here, switch to a different file, we can't really see that good, but yeah, we can see struct password here if you look real close, and these are the parts of it. So one part will be an integer, one part will be characters, next part will be integers, next part will be characters. Okay, so let's go back here. Alright, so there's the structure we created. This right here just creates a character array of 26 characters. This right here, printf, this asks the user for input. So this is gonna ask the user for one word that they should easily remember. Okay, and then right below here, scanfs, that's gonna save that word to the character array word up here. Then right below here we have int the num equals get num. So this is a function I created to get a number from the user, which should be their favorite number, or really whatever number they choose. And I have that in a different file up here. We can see here, this is the function get num right here. So that's that. Okay, now next we have integer s length equals string length word. So whatever this word is up here, this is going to get the length of that word and save it in this variable here. Okay? Now get animal down here, s length, that will take the integer from length and use that with all this that we did first, that we said first, right? It's going to use that to figure out, right, line number. That will be, line number will be this right here, this s length will be the line number. So when count and line number, which is this, equal the same, we're going to get the animal from that part. Okay, as we move on, this part right here creates the first part of the password, and it uses something called MySalt, which I created in a different file, the struct and salt file here. That's right above here. You can't really see it. Okay, where are we at? Okay, we're on part 2 now. Part 2 right here, they're just creating the memory for part 2. We haven't given it a value or anything. We just created a place to hold it. Okay, now part 3 is the num. So we're creating part 3 of the password and using the num, which was supposed to be the user's favorite number or whatever number they chose. So that's right here. So part 1 is a number, part 3 is a number. Part 2, we weren't given a value yet, and the last part, we didn't get there yet. So we're there right now, so I suppose we can go on. Okay, so this right here is the same as part 2. We just basically create the memory spot for it. And then this for loop right here basically loops through 0 to 26, or actually 25. Right? And then what it does is, as it's running through each of these, the part 2 of the password is going to involve every one of these. So each time I equals 0, we're gonna take the 0 index from word and place that into the part 2 of the password. And same thing with data read. We're gonna take whatever value I is, which at the start it's 0, so we'll take that 0 place and stick it in here to the last part of the password. And once it rolls through all these, we should have all parts of our password. So down here we got printf your password is. We're going to start showing the password here. Okay, password 1, part 2, part 3, last part. Okay, now we're going to run this here. See what happens. As you can see, input one word, find easily remembered. So I will put cat. Hit enter. My favorite number, we'll go for Michael Jordan's number of 23. And we're gonna enter that. Oh, there's my password. 13 cat 23 Weimer Doodle. That's my app.